There could be a bye in the playoffs. Let's talk about it. What's up, Vikings Nation, and welcome to the Minnesota Vikings Syndicate. I'm your host, Trey Wicks. Now, we have got to get to the matter of hand. Look, the playoffs are right around the corner. I know we got the Chicago Bears this week, but something interesting could happen with that game being postponed and potentially being rescheduled. I say potentially because there's a chance that this game just gets completely canceled. They just kind of give it a no contest. There won't be any ties to the teams. It's just that game is now basically out of the water, but there's still that chance that they could reschedule it. So what would happen via the scheduling for that? How is it going to work with the playoffs just 1 week away? Well, Tyler Forness kind of dove through this, and apparently we could see a bye week during the playoffs, not only for the NFC, but the AFC side as well. So how does this look? Tyler Forness gives us a closer glimpse at what to expect. He says, the traumatic events of Monday night have brought a lot of things into perspective. Thankfully, we keep getting news of either the good variety or keeping the status quo when it comes to Damar Hamlin. Now, what the postponement of Monday's game brought us is a conundrum in terms of scheduling. Do they try to play the game at some point in the future? Well, they don't have a lot of time to make it happen. The 1 week that they have is the week of the Pro Bowl, right before the Super Bowl, so they have a little bit of flexibility. Now, according to Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk, there is a proposal out there that could potentially give the Minnesota Vikings a bye week after the wild card round. Yes, after the wild card round. And here's a tweet from Andrew Filipponi. It says Pro Football Talk says on 937 The Fan, we got wind from high-level NFL people that the following NFL schedule could happen. Week 19, Bengals, Bills, NFC wildcard playoffs, and the AFC playoff bye week. And then week 20, which is, 3 weeks away from now, basically, the AFC wildcard playoffs would start, and the NFC would have a bye week for that playoff. So, very, very interesting. He kind of finishes up with saying, this proposal that Florio said was mentioned by high-level NFL people would not be perfect by any means, but it would try to level the playing field somewhat so that both teams entering the Super Bowl would have the same amount of downtime. Nothing is set in stone, but the possibility is plausible. With the Vikings having injuries, they could use the extra time to get their team as healthy as possible. So again, it's not 100% likely that this is going to happen. If it does, I would be okay with it, especially for the fact that we need to get these injuries or these guys that are injured back to 100%, back on the roster, and hopefully we can get Garrett Bradbury back by that time. Brian O'Neill, his season is completely over and done with, but it would help for the injury perspective. However, again, I've heard some things that maybe they're just going to kind of end this game in a no contest. It will not be played, but the chance that they do end up redoing it or replaying it is very possible. So there you have it. We could have a playoff bye week for the Minnesota Vikings, for NFC, AFC, whatever the case may be. That could happen. So anyways, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to reach 900 subs by this Sunday. It's probably not going to happen, but guess what? If you do that right now, you could help me get even closer to that goal. Have a great rest of your night, folks, and SKOL Vikes.